Lose the full £15 million payout. Spotify officially parts ways with Meg over her laziness, and revenue hit rock bottom. Spotify's exclusive podcast deal with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has come to an end. The parting of the ways was confirmed by a statement from Archewell Audio, the couple's content creation label, and Spotify. Spotify and Archewell Audio, the couple's podcast production shingle, said Thursday in a joint statement that they're ending their pact. Spotify and Archewell Audio have mutually agreed to part ways. The podcast, which premiered last August amid much fanfare after the couple inked a reported $20 million deal in December of 2020, will not see a second season on the giant streaming platform. The plans to ditch Meghan's show, which explores the labels that try to hold women back, follows discussions months ago about renewing it for a second series. Meghan and her husband Prince Harry reportedly signed a $20 million deal with Spotify for the project in late 2020. But insiders close to the audio giant claim that despite the size of the deal, the couple didn't meet the productivity benchmark required to receive the total payout from the deal, the Wall Street Journal reported. They signed a multi-year deal and usually more than one series is expected, but they're cancelled halfway. And one of the facts they couldn't avoid giving was that Spotify wasn't paying them the full amount because they hadn't produced. That one has teeth and gives the lie to most of their implications about how it's got nothing to do with the content. It has everything to do with the content, or lack thereof. They don't produce enough of it. Even aside from quality or audience response, there's the basic matter that if you don't produce material, you don't get paid for producing material. The Harkles were labelled lazy, half-arsed, and it couldn't bother to show up at complete the bare minimum. They don't have the talent to do the work themselves and spend their time manipulating other people into doing it for them. Meghan isn't creative, she has no talent for the theatre arts, but she sure can batter eyes and con people. Low productivity is a major burn, and if Archetypes was a massive hit, this wouldn't be happening. In any case, I'm so glad that we don't have to hear that icky podcast voice anymore. Archetypes was announced for a summer release in March of 2020 and didn't release until August. The Invictus special might be similar since the games aren't until September. Outside of Stance and the media who'll watch because they report on everything the Sussexes do, there isn't going to be a huge market for the show. Harry and Meghan will continue to fail. Well, this is what happens when you employ untalented, unskilled, inexperienced media fake stars and expect them to be able to come up with the goods. Spotify and Netflix thought they were getting hot property, but the reality is the Harkles are clueless, lazy and entitled. As for Invictus, the promotion tour last year was hijacked by the Duchess. Meghan had been in the entertainment business for years and was never able to score anything better than a supporting role on a basic cable show. And she'd already been written out of that. I'd never heard of her before Harry, so she wasn't the one that the company was interested in. They wanted the cachet of the blood royal. Too bad that none of those companies ever asked themselves if these two clowns were capable of producing anything before they handed them millions.